I had a life-changing experience this week. It's not going to be easy to put into words, but I'm making this video anyways. On the 11th of January, my heart went into an arrhythmia called ventricular tachycardia. It pretty much means the bottom of my heart started beating to its own rhythm, and it's really dangerous. My pulse was 212, and I really thought I was going to die. I was cardioverted, which means they defibrillated me. After that, my heart was still acting funny, so they had to go up my femoral artery and burn the spots of my heart that were acting up. It went not as good as they hoped it would, and they had to ablate 6 places in my heart. They aren't sure it fixed anything, but they're at least able to diagnose me. I'm adopted. I couldn't have possibly known I had a genetic heart condition. I'm 22, so I never thought this would happen to me. I'm going to be out of work for a while, and I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about my life I want to share. I got to glimpse the invisible clock that's always ticking. Everyone has it, but I can feel that ticking now in every moment of the day. I survived this time, but eventually I won't. None of us will. When I was laying there in the emergency room, getting ready to be cardioverted, I desperately grasped onto a future that was seemingly an apparition. I have all these big things I've wanted to do. I have a plan to go to Guatemala in April. I've been learning Spanish and Arabic. I've been writing a novel I haven't finished yet. There are countless books on my shelf I've yet to read. There's a woman I had not yet expressed my love to. All of these things seem transparent and faint, a hallucination of what would never come to pass. Hope seems to be a useless motivator, as it is based in an imagined future. I could hope that my condition gets better, that I'll write books, that I'll stay in love, but when it doesn't happen, only despair seems appropriate. It's propped up on a flimsy foundation of an uncertain future. It doesn't mean I don't desire. I think it maybe changes my reason for wanting things. A good example is decaffeinated coffee. The whole reason I started drinking coffee was the caffeine. So why would I continue to drink it when it doesn't give me the desired effect? I guess to answer this, I need to explain my love for it. The first time I drank coffee, I hated the taste, but it made me feel more like myself, or maybe the self I wanted to be perceived as. I would drink shitty instant coffee because it would give me the kick I wanted, and it was pretty easy to drink. When I drank some coffee at my job, I realized the quality was significantly better. Then I tried coffee from coffee shops. Eventually, I was gifted a pour-over kit and a bean grinder from my parents, and the quality was exquisite. I'd actually begun to love not just the flavor, but the ritual. It was a practice of self-care. It took time away from my day, but everything does. Each moment you go through life, you invest in intangible currency in everything you interact with. Those investments don't carry over after death. They're purely an investment of your current moment, which is all there ever was. I love the taste of coffee. I love the act of making it. The caffeine is gone, but that's all that's gone. I don't need a reason to drink it besides the simple love of drinking it. It's funny, the girl who I've been talking to is a barista. I'd go to the coffee shop she works at every day before work. Months ago, we were complete strangers. Day after day, I'd order the same black coffee, sit in the same spot, and write in the same notebook. Every day, I'd learn something new about her, and I would take note of it. It's small acts of attention that makes people no longer strangers. I was subconsciously familiarizing myself with her. When she remembered my name, my order, my job, and that I was learning Spanish, I realized she was doing the same. Small investments of time and thought began to bridge the distance of 2 random lives existing blocks apart in the same city. We aren't strangers anymore. She's my girlfriend. I sit in the same seat, with the same notebook, just with the decaf coffee and the same view of her, but nothing is the same. The notebook is slowly getting filled with those experiences, little things of note I'm familiarizing myself with. It's beautiful to experience, but it will all be gone when I die. It's a filter that now covers everything I see. Even love eventually ends. My last relationship lasted over 5 years. The other day, I read a letter she had written to me, and it made me cry. I could hear her voice, and there wasn't a thought or a worry about the possibility of it ending. She was so sure of our future together. So was I. It made me remember how I felt when we were together. How can I love again, knowing nothing is certain except death? The answer is found in my love of decaf coffee. I was once a stranger to coffee, but now it is a ritual in my day-to-day life. If coffee were to one day go extinct, it wouldn't stop me from loving it today. I might love it more in light of its limited supply. We have a supply of love not limited in depth, but in duration. That duration is our lifespan. The amount of love I get out of life is completely dependent on me. I'm going to die, and I'll be nothing, and it won't matter anyway. I have right now, and that's it. I had a life-changing experience this week. I can't look at anything the same. Goals don't matter so much to me as striving for something I love. Maybe I won't read all those books I own, but I love reading nonetheless. I may not travel down to Guatemala this year, but if I do so, I'll be sure to enjoy it. I'll be sure to enjoy even weekend trips out of the city. I don't know if that book will ever be finished, but I wrote the script to this video. I got to comb through videos throughout my 22 years of life and create something beautiful for myself. I took a step and got into a relationship with someone I love. She stayed with me every day I was in the hospital, not knowing if I'd get better or not. I didn't know either, but in those moments, time ceased to exist. It was just her and I in the moment we existed in. I wanted to make this video so I could express what I felt this last week and have something to put my passion into. Everything is still so uncertain, but that's just the human condition. Sometimes that fact is naked, and other times I have the privilege of being a stranger to it. Whoever is watching this, thank you for investing your time into this. Maybe I'll make something again soon. Love y'all.